guys, I'm Kate from ADO for those of you who don't know me. So today we're going to show you two different ways of doing some really simple bird feeders. Bird feeders that you can hang either in your garden, in your balcony, or you could go to a local park and hang them there. But please do remember, if you're going to do that, that you go back and collect the cardboard that you use. So first things first, we are going to make a toilet roll bird feeder. And what I've done first of all is I've just cut some very simple twine, and I have just done a loop at the top. So the reason I've done the twine before I do the bird feeder is because it may well get a little bit sticky, and it's just generally easier to put your string through first. So it's just like this, and what we are going to do is we're going to use a blend of lard and some peanut butter as well. So the reason that we use the lard is because it enables the seeds to stick nice and easily, and lard is a very nice treat for the birds. However, peanut butter is their absolute favourite, so that is why we add on the peanut butter on top, and it makes it a more enjoyable experience for us as well because it smells lovely. Okay, so we have covered the toilet roll in lard, and now what I'm doing is I'm just putting a coat of peanut butter on the top. Now, peanut butter for birds is super tasty and full of protein. Now, of course, if somebody in your household has an allergy to peanut butter or peanuts, then please don't use this. You can just use the lard, or if you feel more comfortable to use something other than lard, you can use coconut oil instead. So it's got a nice coat of peanut butter on the top now, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll it in our plate, and in the plate we have a selection of additional things that birds love, which includes mealworms, sunflower seeds, mixed seeds, and I have crinkled up some shreddies in there as well. They can have some cereal as a lovely treat. So all you do now is you lay your toilet roll in and you roll. Again, just being careful of your string. And try and cover as much of it as you can until it looks pretty much like that. As you can see, very much homemade, but the birds will absolutely love it. You will still have some remaining over, but don't worry, because we're going to do a second feeder that we can use the rest of those resources with. So how about we hang it in the tree? Okay, so as you can see, the toilet roll holder is now hanging comfortably in one of our lovely trees. Just a safety point of view for the birds, just ensure that you don't use branches that are too low, because of course foxes and other forms of wildlife may well be around. So ensure that the branch is at least above an adult's head height to ensure that the birds are safe whilst they're eating it. What would be really good is if you keep your eye on it over the next couple of days, and you can see what has been pecked, and also keep your eyes out for squirrels because they often like them too. Okay guys, so this is going to be your second option of making a bird feeder. Now all we have here is a paper plate, so good for the environment. We're not using plastic plates, they're much safer for wildlife, and we're also using twine as well, which is made from natural fibres. So what I've done is, with the paper plate, I have pierced 4 small holes on the back of the paper plate, and they are in a rectangular shape parallel to each other. And what the purpose of that is so you have your twine going on top of the plate, and eventually we will hang this from a branch. So you should have your pieces of twine not tied up at the top yet, because we are going to just demonstrate to you how you can also use the twine to help feed the birds. So here I have some Cheerios, and birds absolutely love Cheerios. So what I am doing is I'm just using some Cheerios to also benefit the birds. So all the use of the plate and the twine benefits the birds in some capacity. Now I won't bore you and let you see me do the whole of this paper plate with Cheerios along each of the string, but that's something that you can enjoy doing at home when you've got a little bit more time. So in an ideal world you could have Cheerios all the way up to maybe leave about a quarter of your string, so you can still tie it, but you can fill it with Cheerios on all 4 parts of the twine. So like the toilet roll bird feeder, we are going to be using lard, and as you can see with my natural wooded knife, I am going to apply lard to the paper plate. Now at home you may well have a wooden spoon, or you may well have a wooden butter knife, but we try and use things as much as possible that surround nature, hence why I'm using that. So we are putting lard on, and lard has the sticky consistency that will help the seeds to stick, and of course it's packed full with protein. And in addition to that, we are going to use the peanut butter. Like I said earlier, it is the bird's absolute favourite. What would be a really good thing to do whilst you're doing this at home, if you do have a garden or a balcony, it would be really lovely if you were able to maybe do a survey about what birds that you see. Okay guys, so I have layered the paper plate with peanut butter and lard, and now what we're going to do is we're going to put some additional treats that are full of protein for the birds onto the peanut butter. So I have a selection again of mixed seeds, mealworms, and I put a little bit of cereal in there as well. So all you need to do is slowly start to dash on some of your offering onto the paper plate. You can mix it all around, and then it will naturally stick to the peanut butter and lard. Now, as you can see, I have got some household things that I'm giving to the birds, such as cereal. You can do this, but please do be really careful, as they cannot have absolutely everything. So if you do think that you would like to try something, then just look it up online to ensure that you don't give them anything that is dangerous to them. Okay, so next step is going to be, and again with your videos and your bird feeders, you may well have your Cheerios all the way up to the top quarter, but I'm not going to do that. I am just going to do a simple bow in the top of the first twine, and in the top of the second twine. As you can hear, the birds are getting pretty excited already, I think. Like that, and we're good to go. So what you could do at home is you could combine the toilet roll bird feeder and the paper plate bird feeder by stringing through the toilet roll, or you could just decide to do one, both, or the other separately. So we're ready to hang it from the branch. So as you can see, we have comfortably put our paper plate bird feeder up on one of our lovely silver birch trees, ready for the birds to enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed this bird feeder video. Please ensure you send us images of you actually doing this. It's really lovely to keep in touch with you and see that the educational packages are benefiting you and your family. Have a good day.